Good morning, my loves, and welcome back to the channel. We are back from Scottsdale and ready for a much needed reset day. So I thought I'd bring you guys along because I love getting back into routine and just into the swing of things, especially if you need a little fall motivation. I know this time of year is when I kind of fall off of all of my healthy habits that make me feel my best. So we're gonna motivate each other today. I just made some breakfast and my coffee, and I've just been having a slow morning, but there are a few things that I absolutely love to really get back into it. First is getting ready and setting myself up for success, even if I'm not going to see anyone else. Just doing my hair, just making myself feel like the best put together version of myself makes me show up way better and more productive for the day. So we're going to do some hair, and then Joey's actually on a work trip. He went straight from Scottsdale to Orlando. So I want to make him like some cookies or a healthier sweet treat before he gets back. Get some movement in and get outside in the fresh Florida air. This time of year, like October to December in South Florida, is the best. It's nice and breezy, but still nice and warm. I definitely do not miss the cold and the snow, so I'm super grateful for that. I also need to swing by the grocery store just to stock up on some things, and we'll see what else we get into. So first, let's get ourselves ready to go for the day. Okay, I'm just wrapping up my hair here. I already feel like a new person. It's crazy how much just spending like 20 minutes getting ready makes such a big impact on the day, especially mental health. I also just filmed a mental health tips video. I just really felt the need to share because when we were in Scottsdale, I wasn't getting a consistent sleep schedule, and I was just eating like I do when I'm traveling because I really try not to like restrict, and I could feel my anxiety levels rising, and it just reminded me how important it is to have these structures and these habits in place that really help you to control it. So that will be up soon. I'm gonna put some hairspray in this and we will be on our way. We are off to drop Miss Kaya off and then head to Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's, and I got the most important ingredients to make the cookies: some coconut sugar, chocolate chips, and almond butter. I never really cook with coconut sugar, so I'm excited to try this recipe. If you're new here, I try one new healthy recipe a week. So this week we're gonna make some cookies because Joey keeps saying he's craving them. So that'll be a nice surprise when he gets back. Have some oats, baking soda, baking powder, and then I'm gonna put a little walnuts in there and some honey. I think there's a couple other ingredients. I love putting oats in a blender to make more of like a flour texture that just makes me more energized and feels better than just regular white flour. So I'm gonna blend this up and we'll get right into the recipe. Are in the oven, and I'm having some leftovers of the dinner I made last night, which is some beef, veggies, there's some mushroom and zucchini, and then a little jasmine rice. But that's such a good tip, especially if you're just starting out on your wellness journey, to make a little extra of your dinner so that you have it for lunch the next day if you didn't meal prep that week, just to have something ready to go so you're not stressing when you get hungry. Here they are. They look so amazing. I cannot wait to try. Just put on my set of the day. This is the Shakti set in cherry from my brand Kosha Fit. I love this one for fall. We're gonna do a little outdoor workout and then get some steps in. took a quick shower, and now we are gonna get into some fall decorating. I just finished up sending out the final emails for my team for the day, and I've been looking forward to this all day. I wanna have it all done before Joey gets home and then have all this decor and the cookies out and write him a little note. He gets back tomorrow night. He's taking a bright line, so we're gonna get all this wrapped up today, and then we're gonna get into some Q4 goal setting and stuff as a final little part of the fall reset. So I'm super excited to jump into that. Okay, these pumpkins are so cute, and these little ones always last a while. So I'm gonna set them out on the table, and then I also have some flowers just to kind of get in the fall spirit. I think I'm gonna put these in the living room and then these in the bathroom. I love these, they're nice and simple. This is Kaya every day at 5:30, just begging for food. Kaya, you have 5 minutes. Starts bullying me. You have 5 minutes. Are you hungry? Ow. What?
Ow.
Yeah, you hungry? You're so cute. So I can't remember if I talked about this on YouTube, but I definitely talked about it on Instagram and TikTok. But Kaya had all of these crazy health issues. We could not figure out what was wrong with her. We took her to a bunch of different vets. We took her to like a specialist. She got all of this testing done, and it turns out her pancreas had failed, so she lost a ton of weight because she couldn't digest her food. And now we are giving her these enzymes, but our vet also recommended this native pet. This is not sponsored at all, but I truly think this has been helping her a ton. I'll do this, the enzyme supplement, some B12 every once in a while, and then some bone broth in her food. She's also on a specialty food, so she is kind of a hot mess when it comes to her digestion, but we finally got it under control. But I just feel like overall this is a really good thing to add to your dog's food, especially if you just do the dry kibble, because it can be missing some of the nutrients that they need. This one has some great ingredients like beef broth, pumpkin seed, inulin, I don't know what that is, but the probiotic blend, and it just seems like it's really good for them. So I'm definitely going to keep adding that to her food. Good girl, come here. Good girl, sit. High five. Good girl. So I'm gonna make one of my favorite recipes that I make whenever I'm not in the mood to cook, which is a salmon bowl with some fried rice. I get this rice from Trader Joe's, the Japanese fried rice. It is my favorite because it has edamame in it, so it's also a great source of protein. And it takes 5 to 10 minutes on the pan to cook. I just add a little olive or sesame oil and just heat it up. And then I pretty much use the same sauce every time for the salmon bowls. I'm gonna make all of it tonight so that I have it for dinner tomorrow, which is a great tip if you're just getting into cooking. You should not have to cook every single night or you will burn yourself out. So this will be great to have, and then I'm gonna serve it with a little avocado, some sesame seeds. This is one of those meals that I never get sick of. I got this salmon obviously earlier today, and sometimes they just smell so bad. I know they're good because the coloring's right. Trader Joe's is the best I've found. Sometimes I get them from Whole Foods and they smell even worse. Even though you'd think Whole Foods has the better quality, I do not know. Maybe I'm just very sensitive to the smell of salmon. Kind of grosses me out, but it's one of my favorite foods, and I swear it is the reason that my hair has grown and is actually thick. Everyone always asks me my secret, and it's not, I don't do anything but eating salmon. I take omega-3s, and every once in a while I'll put heat on my hair, but definitely not as much as I used to. I curled it today, but a lot of times I'll sleep in a braid or the heatless curls, and I do try to wear it naturally more often because I know that can fry it, but I also don't dye it, and I know the bleach can strip it too. I swear I credit most of it to salmon because that's the only thing that changed between me in college when I had fried hair up to here that would not grow for the life of me and now. So little tip there. I like to make salmon at least once a week too, so maybe that's the secret. This sauce is super easy. I just use a little soy sauce, and like I said, I have the exact measurements on my page because I make this all the time. I'll also use it for some ground beef, some sriracha. I basically just estimate the amount since I make it so much, but add more or less of this based on how much spice you like. Some spicy honey and some chili onion crunch. I'm actually gonna use this one because it's spicier and it's more of a dinner vibe. I like to put this one on my eggs in the morning. Can you tell I'm obsessed? And this one is good for a lunch meal prep too of a spicy ground beef. I just add a little spoonful because it's strong. Mix that together with a little minced garlic, and then I put it on the salmon once it flips so that it doesn't get burned. guys, I am so excited for this. Okay, so I am exhausted. Kaya's bullying me over here, but I want to give you guys some homework to leave with so that you actually have something to plan for Q4. So I have 3 takeaway questions that I'm going to be journaling on tonight that hopefully can help you feel motivated and inspired from now till the end of the year, because like we talked about, fall is just a time where like it's easy to fall off your daily habits and routines that make you feel your best because you're like, summer's over, I'm getting into the cozy season and I'll start everything for the new year. But I've always found that Q4, these final months, are the best time to lock in, and it is amazing what you can accomplish in just a couple months. And then by the new year, instead of making a resolution, you'll already feel so amazing and be so grounded in your daily habits and routines. So the first one, I want you to pick 3 small actionable steps that you can do each day that will make you feel inspired, motivated, and like the highest version of yourself. And if you're not sure, I want you to do like a big journal dump of a day in the life in January where you feel your absolute best and really try to channel your higher future self. So for example, let's say you have never worked out and you really want to start getting into a fitness and wellness routine. Maybe it's a step count that you have a goal of every day from now till the end of the year, or you want to start meal prepping every week or have your meals planned every day. But I want you to make it something that's measurable but also very manageable for you to do so that you don't feel totally overwhelmed. And then question number 2, I want you to look at these things and say, what is holding me back from doing that already today? Like, why don't you do that now, and why do you want to make it a goal? So for example, like let's say you're just in the habit of scrolling before bed and you always end up going to bed so late. What is holding you back from going to bed earlier and getting that consistent sleep schedule? Maybe it's that you're making dinner way too late, or you're not time blocking your day properly, so then you end up working at 8 p.m. and you're still wired before bed and you can't fall asleep early, so you try to just scroll to wind down, but really it's making you feel even worse, and then you're on this perpetual cycle. That was a long example, but you guys know what I mean. Really write out what's holding you back, and then you can change it so that being consistent becomes a lot easier and just like second nature, instead of trying to force something that's so far out of your comfort zone. And then the third question I would say is, how are you going to measure and check in on these goals weekly? So maybe it's on Sunday morning you go get coffee, and while you're at the coffee shop you journal on your takeaways from this week and your reflection, or you have a daily tracker in Notion that you're going to use to set it up. Just something where you're creating a system for yourself so that you don't end up just doing it for 2 days and then ending up back at square one, because our old identity really likes to bring us back. To really stick with these goals from now till the end of the year. I hope these were helpful for you. I'm going to do a little journal dump here, then make a little sweet treat, or maybe I'll have one of the cookies I made today, and hang out with Kaya, because as you can see, she needs a lot of attention. So we're going to just hang out, have a chill night, maybe watch some Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and do a little skincare. So I hope you loved this vlog, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!